Good morning, good morning, good morning. Woo! And welcome to It Came Out the Refrigerator. I am your narrator, Waking314. And today we're going to continue with our series, Always Be Yourself. Today is going to be more of a personal story instead of me referring to an article of things of that nature. Yesterday we gave you an article on how to set some of those healthy boundaries. You can go check out yesterday's episode and go look up how you set those boundaries and things around you. Today is just more of a story of how I had a conversation with someone about how they were being affected with people encroaching on their personal space and life choices. Me and my nephew was having a conversation because currently he's in college right now, working his way through, trying to make a path for his future. And my nephew has a mixed heritage, black and Italian, and he is a very beautiful boy. He's got beautiful hair, um, nice skin. He has the little fluffy goatee. It's weird that he's man pretty anyway. um, he got into a conversation with somebody at school one day because the person tried to infer that because he has Italian or white heritage inside of him, he only eats certain kinds of food. Now, you would think that grown people or young adults going into adulthood would get past the age of bullying, but it never stops. And we had to sit down and have a conversation about who he is, what he's doing, why he's doing it, and why he's in school. Now, I don't think he's worried about somebody doing anything to him or violence towards him or anything of that nature. But my concern was you letting somebody distract you from your goal. Your goal is to be in school to get an education as best and fast as you can so you can stop paying these student loans. Your goal is not to engage with people who don't understand you, don't know you, are not trying to be your friend or understand who you are. There's some things in this world you can change, but one of those things you can't change is what you were made as. So there's no need to argue about that. There's no need to fight about that. That's not even a discussion. You are what you are. But my concern is why are you letting somebody who's not your friend, who you don't engage in discord with, who is not on the level of being your family or somebody you care about, letting them distract you for what your purpose is, which is to get your education. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. Don't let nobody stop you from heading towards your goal. Not with nonsense. If it's a legitimate concern about something that's going on, a health concern, a safety concern, something about the dormitory is not right, or there's mold, or broken pipes, or we don't have water, or there's some danger on campus, that is a conversation worth having. That's a conversation worth engaging in. That's a conversation of where everybody should sit down and make sure everybody's okay. Not whether or not you like macaroni and cheese because of your heritage. We, as a society, have to understand that these things happen. But also, you have to sit people down, the ones you love, the ones you care about, the ones who are around you, and just make sure they know that they're in a safe place when they're with you. You have to help them put their armor on and go out there in that world and have to make sure they understand there are things they're supposed to be doing and engaged in, and there are things that can just leave by the wayside. I do this for my nephew. I do this for my niece. I do this for my boy. I do it for anybody who I love and care about. We don't have to argue about what we are. People find weird things about you to try to separate you, whether you have light skin or dark skin, whether you have good hair or bad hair, whether you have a goatee or no goatee, earrings, tattoos, ear piercings. People find weird things to figure out why you should or should not be included or excluded, or find weird ways to say whether you should or should not be around them. Everybody has a personal choice. Everybody's boundaries should be respected. Everybody has a way they see the world in their own eyes and their own opinion, but they don't have the right to inject all that negativity into yours. They do not. So love the ones around you, respect the human beings, everybody else, and understand the first rule of everything is we should not do harm to others for no reason whatsoever. Whew, that's enough soapboxing for today. Let's get to today's snack. Today's snack is pork bulgogi. It has jalapeños, cabbage, onions, a little bit of cayenne red pepper made with a bulgogi sauce, and it has a little sesame seeds on top to give it that distinct look, with some thinly sliced pork in there. I found it quite delicious. I did not eat it with rice, but it's just normally eating with rice. I tend to just eat it on its own because it has the cabbage in there to give it that balance. The cabbage and the green peppers and the onions to give it that balance. I prefer it that way. I did have some Chinese dumplings because for some strange reason, I still have some left over when I did the dumpling episode. So I'm having to still eat those, but they're going away slowly but surely. This was really delicious. If you get a chance to find some in your area, a lot of times you can find at a Korean restaurant or some of the fusion restaurants. It's really good. With that being said, please be safe. As always, be blessed. And remember, all are welcome here. Thank you so much.